Buckle up, because the mighty Nein just kicked into high gear. Episode 2 is an absolute whirlwind of secrets, betrayals, magical mayhem, and emotional gut punches. If you thought things were intense before, you haven't seen anything yet. Today, we're diving deep into every twist, every heartbroken character, and exactly what that jaw-dropping ending might mean for the party. Let's break down what really happened, why everyone's losing their minds over the beacon, and where our band of misfits is heading next. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So the episode starts right where we left off, with the deadly theft of the Luxon beacon. The pressure is mounting, and the stakes couldn't be higher. All of the major players, from the Bright Queen and her generals, to the stern King Dwendal and the sinister Master Ekithan, are scrambling as tensions between their rival empires build into a full-blown political powder keg. The Bright Queen, desperate to get her people's sacred relic back, is ready to unleash her armies if necessary. The threat is realty. Without the beacon, every death in her dynasty is permanent. For followers of the Luxon, that means lost souls, vanished hope. You can feel the anger and grief in every scene with the Krine dynasty leaders, especially when Essek gets roped into a mission to recover the beacon. By any means necessary, but even as war looms, we zoom in on the individual journeys propelling our heroes toward their uncertain destinies. In one of the most heartfelt sequences this episode looks back on Fjord's past. We see him as a boy, scared, overshadowed by bullies at the orphanage, and haunted by feelings of weakness. The legendary Vandrin tells Fjord that every man must cut the noose of the past or risk choking on it forever. Vandrin sees Fjord's potential to be a leader, but knows he's being held back by doubt and shame. This advice echoes throughout the episode, especially as things go south for Fjord on Vandrin's ship. When a vicious storm hits, Sabian, a violent and petty rival, betrays Fjord and the crew. Fjord faces his terror head on as the ship sinks, and he's left with regret for Vandrin's supposed death, plus a strange, otherworldly voice whispering new opportunities to grow. It's the entity Akatoa, and whether it's a blessing or curse, Fjord is forever changed by this encounter and his promise to live up to Vandrin's faith. Meanwhile, Bo is plunged straight back into Volstrucker business, only this time she's playing with a much bigger fire. Fiery mentor Darren trains her, urging Bo never to underestimate her enemy and encouraging healthy paranoia. She's given a new mission, travel to Trostenwald, meet a contact called Deadeye at a shadowy carnival, and investigate rumors about the Volstrucker's head. The explosion that wiped out Rockguard Garrison was no accident, and the power struggle goes deeper than desk duty. Bu is forced to leave instantly, reminded to trust no one in a world of spies, and her anxiety and suspicion are palpable. Then, the pace shifts to Jester, who lights up the screen with infectious energy and devotion to the Traveler, her mischievous god and best friend. After performing with her mom, the famous Ruby of the Sea, Jester learns that Lord Sharp is commandeering the chateau for the night, spoiling their creative plans. Jester isn't happy about Sharp's controlling tyranny, especially knowing how he throws folks in jail for crossing him. What follows is classic chaos. Jester and the Traveler plot pranks to disrupt Lord Sharp's big moment, with Jester determined to upend the establishment. Caleb and Knot continue their oddball partnership, bickering about money, whiskey, and the comforts of a bed in a barn full of horse pee. Caleb's mysterious magical trinket comes up, but he's not ready to share all the secrets, and Knot's hilarious antics threaten their attempts to lay low. Their friendship deepens as Caleb forgives Knot's thievery, and their mutual trust sets the stage for bigger adventures and even bigger mischief. On the political front, Essek faces even more pressure. The Bright Queen is furious and pulling in Dunhamancers, those who can manipulate time and possibility, for questioning, suspecting that whoever stole the beacon might use it. We get a glimpse of the personal cost. Essek's mother is gravely ill with typhus, a forbidden disease. He's desperate to find a cure, but discovers how the beacon could transform not just life, but reality itself. Essek's relationship with his mother reveals the weight of tradition, faith, and regret. When her memories blur lives together and threaten exposure to the authorities, the emotional stakes skyrocket. The episode explodes into interconnected chaos as the characters' lives collide. Fjord, newly marked by loss, struggles to survive, and Nicodranas, scrounging for food and facing cruel border guards. But with a mysterious surge of influence, perhaps Wek Otoa's power, he escapes. A Jester's prank on Lord Sharp goes spectacularly wrong, turning a political speech into a farce and sending her running for her life. For a brief, hilarious moment, she crosses paths with Fjord, and these unlikely allies are thrown together as fugitives, forced to flee through crowded streets and breakneck chases. Their mad dash leads to Jester's riotously decorated bedroom, overflowing with paintings and Traveler worship literature included, where she finally gets Fjord to open up. Jester's innocence and trust contrast sharply with Fjord's battered cynicism, and their banter sparkles as Jester insists he must escort her to Zadash for safety. Jester's mother, seeing how Sharp's men are rampaging the chateau for Jester, makes the difficult decision to send her daughter away and entrust her to Fjord. This bittersweet farewell marks a turning point. Jester is no longer just a quirky performer, she's truly beginning her journey into the wide world. For Caleb and Not, even a simple quest for spell components at a carnival is fraught with risk and comedic pain, and Not's thieving gets them thrown out of an inn, and their escape is a wild, laugh out loud chase with a racist horse and an irate innkeeper. Their camaraderie shines as they iron out plans to communicate using Caleb's magic in upcoming capers. It's clear these two misfits are going to play a crucial role in whatever comes next, and their small victories feel just as big as any world-shaking twist. Essex science-minded investigations into the beacon with Eadwulf reveal that this isn't just a magical artifact, but something rooted in the primal forces of cosmic creation, gravity, time, and reality. Dunamancy is hinted to have limitless potential, and Essex hunger to master its secrets hints at future betrayal, maybe even doom for the dynasty or empire. With so much uncertainty swirling, the trust is in short supply and everyone is looking over their shoulder. As night falls, the episode winds down with our party, now fugitives, orphans, and would-be heroes, on the road together. Eve, Jord, and Jester's relationship grows warmer as they muse adventure, loss, and magical powers. When Jester asks about the mysterious source of Jord's abilities, he's forced to admit he doesn't know, hinting at the unresolved deal with Ukotoa. The creepiness kicks up a notch when Jord is haunted by strange dreams and voices, culminating in an intense, ominous visitation from Ukotoa. The message is clear: Jord must be something new, even if the price is his past or his soul. So what can we take away from this episode? The beacon has thrown the entire realm into turmoil. Armies are mobilizing. Spies are plotting, and even the gods seem to be watching closely. Everyone is hiding secrets, from Essex's forbidden disease to Jord's pact with Akatoa to Bu's brush with the Volstrucker. Relationships are tested, courage is challenged, and adventure is finally calling. After all the chaos and laughter, our heroes are forced to leave old safety behind and step into the unknown together. Bound both by circumstance and by choice, this is the moment where the mighty Nein truly begins to become a family, even as war and cosmic forces threaten all they care about. And that's our deep dive into episode 2, with secrets unraveling, new alliances born, and every character pushed to their breaking point. What do you think is coming next for the crew? How will the beacon's true power change the fate of the realm? And which secrets will come back to haunt the mighty Nein? Drop your predictions and favorite moments in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe for all the latest on the mighty Nein. Stay curious, and I'll see you next time.